And safety becomes a part of the culture. Some of the largest organizations in the oil field are actually working on building safety as a culture, so that very simple example, if you are doing something unsafe, it is okay for the other person to point it out, even though that person may be reporting to you. So someone reporting to you might actually say that, hey boss, you are doing something wrong, why don't you do it in a very nice way? And that is actually encouraged. So immediately it's not like, why are you telling me how to do my job, right? So organizations are investing a lot of money in making sure that the right culture echoes across the organization, and this is very, very important, right? This is very important because without the right culture, there will always be resistance to whatever we do. Now this is the phase, the innovative phase, right, which is based on behavior based safety. That is going to lead to ultimately the holy grail of any safety department, that is zero loss, right? um, what happens with digitization, right? The moment you put in digitization, you are able to do all of these things together, right? So let us say an organization is at whatever phase they are, right? They bring in digitization, they are able to go directly to the innovative phase, right? So this curve is called a Pybus curve, right? It's based on a research paper written in 96, and it's kind of considered the baseline document for industrial safety, right? So what I was saying is digitization kind of cuts across all of these phases to give the benefits of the innovative phase of safety and create a culture around safety, right? Now let's talk a little bit about what is going on in a facility, right? In any kind of a facility, what what are the managers thinking? What are the supervisors thinking, right? People who are not exactly on the ground. What they are thinking is, hey, is everyone working safely? Where are all my high value assets? And highest value assets are people, right? Are my assets being utilized properly? How many people are present in various this one, right? Who is entering a confined space? Who is not entering a confined space? Are there any heavy loads being lifted? All of these are questions that are running on in any supervisor or manager's mind, right? Be it offshore, be it land, be it a mine, be it a factory. This is what the safety function is essentially thinking about.
Yeah. I think Arjun, I'll just intervene. I still recall having conversation with you while one of my friend who heads, who's the CEO of one of largest conglomerates in India, and how he was so concerned when he wanted to start his manufacturing plants. And I still recall, I think that's where we started having conversations around, how right from graduating from IIT, and how you having worked in oil fields and services sector, and having experience in handling customers, employees, and assets. And that's why I think we triggered a conversation to a great extent of how this is becoming of so much of prime importance, right? Of leadership wanting to really take care of everything, and see that they are sorted on all these aspects. So I think really would love for you, really appreciate you, expanding this and giving the significance of this. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. So these are kind of the questions that are going on in everyone's mind, right? Because see, end of the day, with safety, something goes wrong. Okay, you might lose your job, you might get warning or something like that. But end of the day, someone could lose their life, right? And there is nothing more important than that. So essentially, what we do is we create a digital map of a facility. Facility can be anything, right? Facility can be a factory, it can be a warehouse, it can be an oil rig, it can be an offshore oil platform, it can be a mine, right? From where let us say aluminium or coal is being extracted. We create a detailed map of the facility, and on that facility map, we show position of all assets in real time. And by assets, I mean people also, right? People are our primary focus. So you can see all your security guards on a map. It's like a video game, right? You're seeing all your security guards patrolling. You are seeing all your contract workers working, and contract workers can be further subclassified as the business requires, right? For example, you can see all your electricians, all your welders. More importantly, you can see members of your emergency response team. You can see where the medics are, where first aid is available, all of this on a real-time map of the facility. And this information is kind of relayed onto the map. And then what happens is a number of things become possible. What you can do is you can actually see in if there is an emergency, right? How long it takes for people to come and muster, right? You all must have seen, right? If you're behind a hotel room, there is a fire evacuation plan, and then there is supposed to be a head count. Even in the most advanced of facilities, this is being done manually, right? They have a list of 50 people. Somebody takes out the list and starts comparing, right? Where are all these 50 people? It's like a roll call. But with a system like Suke, what happens is this becomes instantaneous, right? You go out and someone sees on a map or on a mobile device that, oh, okay, everybody's out. Or, oh, one person is missing and that person is in this particular area. This is the last known location. So when the emergency rescue team has to go and rescue somebody, they know exactly where they are going, right? There are also a number of other advantages, right? For example, you might have a compliance in your facility saying, you know what, trainee is not allowed in the engine room, right? Our trainee should not go to the engine room alone because it could be something dangerous is happening there, right? And the moment a trainee steps into the engine room and he is alone, somebody gets notified that, hey, what is this trainee doing here? Or let us say you need to be level 2 radiation certified to be able to access the radiation area, right? And all of these compliances enable proactive intervention rather than reactive intervention, right? There is no value if you tell a person 10 days after he has done something that, why did you go there, or why did you do this, right? But if, as the act is happening, as the act of non-compliance is happening, if you go and tell people that, hey, don't do this again, they will remember, right? They will remember, and this creates the positive culture of safety that I was talking about. So we have dashboards, you can create a number of rules, right? Rules are different for each facility, and every facility, they can create their own rules and make sure that, their protocols, internal protocols are being followed, right? Then of course we can get analytics on, who is safe, has unsafe behavior, all of this. So essentially the idea is to provide for supervisors and managers a tool by which they can actually measure the performance of safety, right? They can, first of all, they can visualize it, then they can measure it. Once they are able to measure it, they can act on improving it, right? So that's the basic logic, right? This is a short video about emergency mustering, right? I spoke about emergency mustering, right? A very short video. Let's just go through it, right? So, okay. There is, I think there is some error. There you go. So you see what happens, right? There is an emergency alarm, then there are different people located in different areas, and all of